facing Michigan Tech in the standings. They played a lot less games than us. So they're a team right now that ninth in the pairwise, one of the top teams in the country, a team that we've had a great rivalry with over the course of the last 9 years. And, take a look last year, we played each other in the playoffs. We played each other 6 times last year. So no, they're just a heck of a hockey team. They're strong in every area. I mean, just take a look statistically, their goals against average, their goals for, their special teams. No, they do a lot of good things, and we have our work cut out for us. We know that. It was not fun. It was weird. It was really weird. Yeah. And no, you know what? There's a lot of talking to yourself. There's a lot of, there's excitement, there's frustration, there's just a lot of different emotions when you're watching, because you have no control over anything. You got no control over the next line change. You got no control what you're going to say between periods. You can't control what you're going to say to a player once they get off the ice. There's just a lot of different things that obviously are out of your control. So that was something that was very different for me. And obviously, again, I mean, it doesn't matter how many shots you get. There were some good opportunities. They converted on some good opportunities. And that's what's going to happen sometimes. And, the second goal was, looking back, it was probably a backbreaker. What an odd goal that was. I think it went out Tyler Jubenville's skate. And that kind of obviously when you go down 2-0, but then you compound that with how you lost the game the night before in the last minute of the game, it can be deflating. It can be deflating. So, my concern, we addressed the team yesterday, was that I thought the biggest thing that was lacking this past week, we didn't have a lot of attack to our game. We did not have a lot of attack to our game. We wanted to play on the rush, and you can't be one-dimensional, with your offense. You can't just be a rush team. And I thought we overpassed. And when you're relying on yourself to score on the rush, it's very hard, because in this day and age, teams have numbers back all the time. So I just felt, again, that we didn't attack, we didn't grind enough, and that probably hurt us offensively. And it's just the way it goes. So you got to have, you have to be multi-dimensional, and you have to do a lot of different things. And if you have more attack in your game, I think you're more into the game. When I say attack, it's not necessarily offensively either. It's defensively. It's at the puck. It's away from the puck. There's just so many things. And we just didn't have that attack mindset. And I think that really hurt us this past weekend. So we got to get that back. I mean, you move on. You got to move on. You have to have short-term memory. You have to move on, but you still need to talk about it. I mean, it happened. And, obviously, again, we don't want repeat performances, and I had to let them know exactly what my concerns were, what I saw, what some of my frustrations were, but also to let them know how good of hockey they can play. And we showed them, obviously, we had a lot of clips of, how we want to play. And these guys they've won a lot of hockey games. They've had a lot of success. And when they get after it and they attack and they compete and they're hard to play against, we can be a fun hockey team. And, we have a good hockey team. And I just wanted to make sure we reinforce that to the guys. But conversely, last weekend, was unacceptable. And you also, they need to hear that, even though they know it, but they need to hear that. But you got to move on, Christian. You got to move on, because again, it's just too demoralizing to continually talk about what happened yesterday. We got to worry about what happens tomorrow, and that's kind of, what the tone of the meeting was yesterday.
I mean, obviously last weekend was very disappointing. In our standards, we think, and we know that we're a lot better team than what we showed last weekend. And we obviously addressed that on Monday, and we talked about it, and it's time to move on. And we face Michigan Tech this weekend, and we got to play up to our standards this weekend. They're a good hockey team, and we got to be ready to go against them. I mean, we just, after the games, we as players talked about it. I'm sure the coaches talked about it separately. Just how disappointed we really were in ourselves, and that's not how we should be playing. And then on Monday when we came in, the coaches talked to us about it, and there's just a lack of effort, a lack of attack. I know Tom said it to you guys. He's said it to us a million times that there was just no attack on our part. But yeah, we know we can be a better team than that, and that's what needs to happen. But we can talk about it all we want, but we got to go out and perform this next weekend. Yeah, I mean, we split with them last time that they were here when we played them at home, but we had a decent weekend, and we were playing Beaver hockey at that point. We were playing hard defensively. We were attacking hard, and I mean, that's what we have to do this coming weekend against them. They have a tough environment to play in at their home rink. They have a good crowd there, and they're good at home. They're a good team. So we have to play the way we know we can play if we want to be successful there.